Auntie M. Auntie M. Don't let me be on hook, Auntie M. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's nobody like a death slinger. You are... Wait, what is all this in my chat? Oh. You are ready to become evil. Evil laughing in a corner looking at you. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, guys. Guess who's on the case? Tiptoeing, creepy crawling, gen hopping Detective Noir. Gotta go. Death Slinger's here. See ya. Gotta look out for number one. Alright. He can't help. He can't resist the temptation to put a little progress on a generator, especially when there's somebody nearby with prove thyself value. Oh no, Detective Noir. He was going to, but he couldn't, but he wanted to, but he was just too far to sabotage the hook in front of the Death Slinger's face. Whatever shall he do now? I know. He will sneak in for some blood points, except for Detective Noir has a little extra pressure on his back right now with a big, scary Death Slinger chasing him with a spear harpoon. Detective Noir drops from the second-story window. The Death Slinger drops from behind him. Noir turns the corner, and everything gets quiet. He loses his blood points as someone else steals a save, but that is what you call teamwork. Detective Noir immediately, wasting no time, hops on a generator to put just a little bit of progress. He is relieved to know that there is no eruption skill check that he must hit in order to put progress on the generator. And he goes to town as he sees the Death Slinger afar off. Not close enough to stop Detective Noir, so he presses forward. As he hears the terror radius all around him getting closer and closer, he realizes it's time to dip. And he does so just in time to watch his teammate take a hit and fall to the floor. Detective Noir takes notice that the team is still at 5 generators and someone is dying on hook, missing their skill checks. But guess who's here to save the day at the last second, taking the make the choice hit? It is Detective Noir, always on the case. He fears this might be a hatch game as his team is playing like trash. The Death Slinger is in pursuit. Noir turns the corner and he stealthily hops out the window to evade the mind games of the Death Slinger, who will probably kill Meg any second now. Oh, never mind. Death Slinger is on the other side of town, killing other people currently, as Meg runs around helplessly trying to find healing. Noir is in pursuit. Rather, Death Slinger is in pursuit. Noir says, No, Death Slinger, man. You can't do such things. And he watches Dwight die before his very eyes. It is a sad day for Detective Noir as he realized there was not much he could do to save Dwight from a face-camping, sickening, pathetic piece of trash Death Slinger. Then again, Detective Noir is a killer main, and he does empathize with the killer, understanding that sometimes tunneling camping is all you can do to win. He hops on a gen immediately and says, piffed. Piff, puffed. Or no, psh, psh. He says, psh, to the Deathslinger, as if to say, you're nothing. Your life is meaningless. You can't touch this. I'm Detective Noir. You can kill all the survivors around me, which would make them no longer survivors, hence not surviving. They would be unsurvivors, and therefore they are not in the same category as Detective Noir, who stealthily creeps around, preserving his own life, as all his friends around him die, slowly, one by one. Then again, he is the only one doing generators, meaning he is the best teammate you could ever ask for. Selfishly looking out for number one, yet at the same time, doing everything he can to save his useless teammates. It's getting closer to the time that the Deathslinger will now begin to tunnel Detective Noir and put his looping skills to the test. His looping skills that he does not have, and so he will die very shortly. All poor Meg wanted was some healing, but Detective Noir said, "No, you can't have healing. You can only have the Deathslinger." Noir drops from the window, turns the corner, loses track of the terror radius as the Deathslinger has seemingly shifted focus. He finds another gen, and he does what he does best. He gen hops, putting just a little progress on every generator he comes into contact with. His teammate is coming to bring the Deathslinger, so he will stand in front and take a hit for his teammate and say, "Come get Detective Noir instead of my brother." Oh, Deathslinger misses because he's trash, but Noir, oh no, Noir is about to go down, and yes, he will go down. Oh, he does circles around the nasty Deathslinger, and then he takes a blow to the face, and Deathslinger laughs like a madman, goes to place him on the hook, while Mr. Flashlight Hero comes out for a brave attempt and fails, then runs back into the shadows as Detective Noir receives his just reward for being a hero, which is to be placed on a hook and have his heart pierced through. Could this be the end for Detective Noir? Will he die from a broken heart, pierced through by the angry, ugly Deathslinger? Folks, it's not over yet. Brother Leon makes a save, sparing Detective Noir's life, and now he decides the most important thing to do is open a chest. Why, you might ask? And he will answer, "I do not know." Oh, then again, he does know. It's because he finds a magical med kit that will bring him back to full health if he could in fact somehow elude the psychotic madman with a spear gun harpoon. However, things are not looking too positive for sake of Detective Noir, who has terror radius noises all around him.
Oh, you're winning?
Depends what you call winning. No, this game, no. Last game, yes. Last game I won so much that the killer gave up and opened the gate for me. This game, no. Detective Noir has his work cut out for him as the Death Slinger, the angry, ugly old man, is on a mission to destroy him. Detective Noir is going to make a brave move here. A very unselfish move here. And that would be to die on hook to save his teammate so that his brother Leon could potentially find a hatch and escape. This, folks, is most certainly the end of Detective Noir, at least for this episode. And he has decided to intentionally miss his skill checks. Close your eyes, folks. This will be unbearable to watch, especially if the Death Slinger kills his teammate, which will likely happen. Detective Noir has gone to a better place. Save your tears. He is no longer in pain and suffering. He wouldn't want to come back to this cruel world if he could. Now we go to spectate mode, watching Brother Leon run for his life, trying to find the hatch. Looks like he has evaded the killer in some bizarre, miraculous escapade of vaulting windows and crying like a baby, covered in blood. Hatch appears to be nowhere in sight. The sounds are not audible. Leon is in a dire situation, hoping and praying and clinging to every droplet of blood that is oozing out of his body as he desperately searches for the only escape. And there it is! To the right, buddy. Get your headphones on. No, Leon, to the right, Leon! It was... don't do this, Leon! You went the wrong way, Leon. You went the wrong way, Leon. That way, yes, Leon. Turn the corner. No, don't. You're going the wrong way. Go, Leon. Yes, that way, Leon. Oh, and the Death Slinger has found the hatch because Leon has a $10 pair of headphones.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Will the Death Slinger have mercy? Highly unlikely. Ladies and gentlemen, I regretfully inform you that all of Detective Noir's efforts to die in place of his teammates have been futile, fruitless. And somewhat comical, as the Death Slinger memes by dragging Leon in circles with his harpoon spear. At this point, the narrator is at a loss of words and has no way to describe what he's witnessing.
You ready for a game?
Leon is down. The game is over. Death Slinger is chuckling. And Detective Noir is crying from beyond the grave. Weeping tears of regret for giving his life to save his teammate, which was in vain.
Oh, if your teammate's bad, you know what I mean?
And that concludes another episode of Detective Noir, the infamous Gen Hopper. Killers hate him, and survivors hate him too.